Hey Omar, welcome back once again to UTM's Get Hired Fair. We're so happy to have you and Trillium Health Partners back once again. Before I get into anything else, I think the rest of the audience would like to get to know who you are and which organization you are representing and what's your role.
Thank you, Jason. It's such a pleasure to be back. And you know what? It's a bigger story than that because I went to school here.
Oh.
You know, I went to the CCIT. I actually graduated at CCIT in a double minor in philosophy and political science. And it's just phenomenal to be back here at the campus. And it's changed so much, right? I represent Trillium Health Partners, and I work at the largest healthcare hospital in Ontario, soon to be. I am a lead for leader recruitment, and I support executive level recruitment for the entire organization.
Excellent. Welcome back, Omar. It's glad to always have your presence here along with your team.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, it looks
people walk around.
It's great. That's awesome. So many students around,
right?
I gotta ask you the question. Like, you've come back to our campus multiple times to be part of information sessions, to be part of the Get Hired Fair. Why do you choose to continue to come back to UTM?
It's people like yourself and your lovely students. It's a way to give back to the community. I work at a healthcare organization, and I'm supporting the community in a different way. And what better way to give back to a university that I attended, a school. This gym did not look like this, Jason. When I was there, I was in a basement at a gym, right? So from that perspective, it's like, it's just phenomenal to see the university grow, the students grow, and there our community. I'm a healthcare run hospital within this community that you're in as well, right? How meaningful and impactful. That's why I like to come back. And thank you for inviting me.
No, we're always happy to have THB, which has been a great partner of ours over the years.
Yeah.
The solid advice and insights you provide to the students go a long way.
Thank you, Dave.
For a lot of their future career opportunities and things of that nature. These are high volume events. You are talking the whole day, and we have information sessions like this, a high volume event like a Get Hired Fair. What are you looking to get out from the students here?
From students, I'm hoping that we get to learn a little bit about them, get to understand what they're doing in their education, what year they're in, first, second, third, or fourth, and what they're aspiring to do after. What motivates them? Why are they doing what they're doing, right? Are they just taking a course just to graduate, to go back home? Or are they taking a course to make an impact? Do they want to help market to our community, right? And that's what's exciting to learn about students.
You're a person who has reviewed hundreds, if not thousands, of resumes. What makes a student's resume stand out to you?
Yeah, definitely. Wonderful question. And from my perspective, it's a couple of things. A resume. What I always give advice when I'm coaching people is that you have a job posting. A job posting is like your answer key. An organization has put effort into creating that job posting and putting our requirements onto a lovely sheet of paper and then posting that sheet of paper, right? So what stands out to me is if someone comes in a resume and says, you have a need. This is how I'm going to solve that need for you, right? And this is the experience that I bring to help you solve that need. And that's where the magic happens.
So it's that confluence of being able to understand what the organization is looking for. How do you come in to solve key problems that the hospital is trying to solve?
And display that with your experience, right?
Right.
If you're applying for a healthcare job and you've done baked cookies, I don't, for a lack of a better, is it really relevant that you bake cookies and is that what's showing up on your resume? Oh, you helping staff, the customer service perspective of that now is attractive to me, right? Because I could take those transferable skills from your baking abilities and then put them into your new role that you're applying to. But I have to see that on your resume.
I get it. Omar, having known you for as long as I've known you, You're a fun guy.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
We're about to have a little bit of fun right now. We're going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
All right.
Whatever comes top of mind.
Understood.
Just throw it out there.
Understood, okay.
Starting with cover letter, no cover letter.
I'm a fan of no cover letter.
No cover.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a fan of no cover letter.
All right. Does your organization use social media platforms like LinkedIn to recruit students?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe a well-crafted resume is more important than a stellar LinkedIn file?
Jason, that's a tough question. That is a really tough question. I'd say both are equally important, but I think that people have to remember that both serve a different purpose. So depending on what purpose you're trying to serve, right? LinkedIn is great for networking, like this event that you've thrown here. Even I've told students, your value in this event is the networking that you're able to do. Leave an impression, right? So LinkedIn is more of that, right? And where you've got a resume, and the resume is more of how are you going to support us and what we need from a job posting perspective.
Brilliant. You've looked at hundreds, if not thousands of resumes. How many seconds does it take for you to review a resume?
You know what? I spend about 5 to 10 seconds initially. But I always preach this as well in the advice that I provide. You have to get the person's attention. Like, if you ask a question about how you, like, if I'm looking for someone who can bake cookies, for lack of a better, and you start off and tell me in your resume, you can bake, you could do this, guess what? I'm spending the full 10 minutes on your resume, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I said your resume, I would spend an hour on it. Don't worry.
There you go. Thanks a lot, Omar. Post an interview. How important do you think it is for a student or an applicant to send you a thank you?
It's really important, right? It's an opportunity for you to say a couple of last words, for you to make a final impression with the people that you've interviewed with. And it's just such a simple ask, right? It sounds great on your candidate's perspective. I think the value there is it's not hard to do. It's so simple and easy to do, and the value is so great.
Right.
So I really recommend students consider.
Yeah.
I always say consider.
Yeah. I get it. Last question. Online events or in-person events?
Oh my God, that's a trick question too. I like both. I love in-person. I'm an in-person guy. I have a lot of energy. I'm really bubbly. So I like to see people, like to have coffee, love to chat. But there is value in Zoom type of events as well. I think that candidates need to understand what works for them best, and then find an event that they could facilitate for their careers.
Omar, as always, thank you so much for coming back on campus. We always welcome alum like yourself, but organizations like Trillium Health Partners, it's always so important for our students to get to engage with you. Thank you once again for taking part. Look forward to having you once again soon enough.
Always a pleasure, Jason. Always a pleasure. Anything I can do to support, count me in. Thank you.